So everybody always wants to know what products that we sell and what the difference is in them. So I'm going to start quickly and just say that we have 3 different strengths, and the original is called Allimax, and these are 180 milligram capsules. And then you go to the double strength, which is called Alli Ultra, and these are the equivalent of 2 Allimax in 1 pill, so it's a little bit bigger pill. And then the most potent formula is the Allimed, and this is more, the doctor and the professional line, but it is sold to consumers as well. And this is what, lots of people are, using these days just to stay super, protected with their health and building immune system. Any of them are okay, for maintenance and prevention. But let's go back to the original. So the original lineup is Allimax. This little bottle is a 30 count size. We sell this in a 30 count and a 90 count and a 180 count. So, here's the 180 count. It's just, a little bit bigger for you, obviously, because it's gonna, have more pills in it. So these you can take 1 a day for maintenance and prevention. You can, take 2, 4, 6 and have lesser pills if you want to. The raw materials on the inside of all of them is actually the same. It's just, the different milligrams and different size capsules. So, these ones are the smallest. People are always asking the size of them. And, if you know anything about the size of pills, then these are a size 3. They're really, really little. I'd say maybe in comparison to the length of your 4th finger. It is a capsule, and so you can open them. So if you have kids or pets or people who can't swallow, you just twist it, and then even if you wanted to take a little bit, you can do that. You don't have to take the whole thing at one time. So those are really great. Again, they're a size 3 capsule, as I suggested. 1 a day is great for maintenance and prevention. 1 a day of any of them really is. The products are very interchangeable. So along with the capsules and every strength, we have a liquid, and this is the Allimax liquid. It's a little 10 ml size bottle. 8 drops of liquid is corresponding to a capsule, and that's in any strength. So, any of them, there's, you could do 8 drops to equal that same capsule. I will say it has a little bit of a smell. If you like it, garlic, it shouldn't really bother you. If you don't, then it may. You can try to mask it, with orange juice or apple juice, but if you're, of course, being cautious to sugars and specific gut disorders, juices are hard. It can go directly in your mouth, which, I'll show you guys. You can just, squeeze a drop like that. It's got a little bit of a flavor. It's not gonna linger on you forever. You're not gonna be going anywhere, and people aren't gonna be criticizing you all day that you stink. You can actually put it, in a nebulizer if you're doing some sort of, sinus irrigation. I would demonstrate, but there's not one in front of me. So I'll take it a step further, and you can put it in your eye. People get really freaked out by that, but it's basically allicin and water, and it is okay. I will demonstrate for you guys. You just, 1 drop. And I try to say blink it out a little bit. It's gonna sting for a second. I don't have a tissue, but that's okay. And then, so you put it directly in your eye like that. You could do 1 drop on each side, once or twice a day. If you're having sinus stuff, I always say it's really great for that. Allergies or hay fever, it works awesome. And I may still be a little bit pink right now, but it doesn't sting anymore. It doesn't, burn. So it is safe. I love this for that reason, because it's, got so many different, functions to it. If you have this and you, need a cream or something, you can mix it, in your own cream if you want. So here is the Allimax cream that goes, with the original strength line. There are 2 creams and there is 1 gel, and the cream and the gel are the same potency. It's just a different base. So it doesn't, not to be one doesn't work better than the other. I'll explain some uses about the gel in a little bit. But this is a little 60-gram container. It's really nice. It's just got a pop top to it. So you just kind of take this, off, and then, you can dig in here. I always tell people if you're going to use it for some sort of infection or something, or just make sure that you have, super clean hands. You could otherwise use a Q-tip or, just a little something, or just, your little finger. I'll try, take out a little bit here. The cream is really great, if you have like a wound or a sore, and, I have a little open something here, so I use it, a couple times a day. What's also great about it is I tell, you can use it as like a sanitizer. So the rest, just rub it, around on your hands, and it's almost like, sanitizer you'd buy at the store, or, but better for you because it's a little bit more moisturizing, in my opinion. But the other ways to go about using this are, diaper rash, if you have babies who have little bits of infections, like I said, eczema, you can use it for psoriasis. If you have like a little bit of cuts or sores or, scrapes, back to what I was saying earlier, MRSA infections. And typically I will say if it's, an open wound and like it's pussing or boiling, I wouldn't recommend putting this directly on the wound. I tell people to usually just like rub it around the base of the wound. If you do have something open, then that's where I would say maybe use a drop of liquid on it, just because you don't want to kind of like close the pores of the wound. So this is, really great, especially in the summer, again, bug bites, but eczema, psoriasis, skin infections, dermatitis, any sort of rash, fungus, toenail fungus or finger fungus. I recommend, taking some pills every day and then also using the cream a couple times a day. Again, I could smell a little bit of garlic on me, but it's nothing, that you're gonna walk into your office and that it's, absolutely gonna stink and people are gonna tell you to go away. So I think you're safe there. Let's go to the next line. So the next strength we have, this is the Alley Ultra capsules, and these are, as I said, equivalent to 2 of the Allimax pills, 360 milligrams. It is a little bit bigger of a pill, not, massive, but this is like a size 0. So if you do try to compare them, this one's so little, you can see that, they are, basically, one is, a little bit taller and it is, thicker. And one a day can be great for maintenance, or if you're trying to maximize more milligrams, at a higher dose and you want to taper your way up, then it's good to use the middle strength. It kind of depends on your financial budget. I say a lot of times to people what you want to use. You can use any of them for everyday maintenance, or one a day of the Allimax, we say keeps the doctor away. Just whatever is comfortable for your budget and your family. The thing about the Alley Ultra 30 count is this only does come in a 30 count. We don't have this in, bigger sizes. Then we do have the corresponding liquid, as I mentioned earlier, and then this is a glass bottle. It's not plastic, and it's got, this dropper top here. So 8 drops is, equivalent, and this one, I won't test it on me, but you can see going in here. So 8 drops is going to be the same as a pill. I would like to say one thing. A drop is this. It also depends on how strong you push the black top, which is, very little. A drop is not this. It is not the whole vial. So don't be confused if you consider the whole vial one drop and then it's gone very fast because that's, some people that happens to on occasion. Here we have the Alleyderm Gel, and this is just a little toggle top, which is cool. Twist off like this, and it's got like a little squeeze top. What's really unique about this, and basically the only difference I say from this to the cream, is if you have any problems in your mouth at all, you can use this in your mouth. If you have like say a gum infection or a tooth infection, an abscess tooth, you know, say you have a canker sore on your tongue, anything like that, this can go in your mouth where the cream cannot. And then the other interesting thing about the gel is it can be used for women vaginally, and it can be used in multiple ways. You know, if you have a yeast infection or a UTI, then you can either use it, you know, as a standalone. Otherwise, sometimes people put it on tampons. Same with some, you know, warts or maybe different, you know, diseases, vaginosis or an STD or something. This one is great for down there. The liquid can also be used, you know, down there if you're using something else. You can mix it or as a douche. So I forgot to say, you know, that also. Liquid could also be used in the mouth, but this can kind of trigger some certain areas when you know, are specifically a tooth, because the liquid is a water base. So a lot of times I tell people the cream and gel is, you know, a little bit better to stay in a specific area. Here's another product that's a liquid form, and it's called Allimax Rescue Spray. It's 1 ounce, and it's basically the same as the other liquids. It's allicin and water, and it has mint in it. So I really like this product for mouth stuff. Again, a little bit how I said about the gel. You can just basically put, you know, if you have a sore throat, you can spray it in your mouth. If you have gingivitis, if you know, want to target again a specific area, but the mint really helps for people who are concerned about the garlic. I mean, I'll give it, you know, a shot myself. It's really refreshing, so it takes away from the garlic flavor. This can also be used, you know, on feet or, you know, some sort of wound if you have, but again, as I had stated with some of the other liquids, because it's a water base, that's not really how I recommend it. You know, sore throat season, allergy season, this is a great go-to. It's perfect because you can throw it in your purse as well, you know, leave it at your office if you're sick. And, you know, if you want to spray it on your hands again, you could do that too. All the products have, you know, tons of different uses. Another product that I want to talk about today is the Allimax PrePro, and this one is allicin, pre and probiotics, and digestive enzymes. So you've got 200 milligrams of allicin in it. It's in between the, you know, Allimax and the Alli Ultra, and then you've got 175 of, you know, probiotics and 75 of enzymes. So it's just a nice blended product that you can, like, you know, get a little bit of a lot all together. A lot of people really like this one for gut disorders and, you know, just combining some things so they can cut down on everything they take. This is actually a size 0 capsule, just like, you know, the Alli Ultra pills that I had showed. And, you know, so it's a little bit, you know, bigger. It's a size 0 if you know what that is. But again, it's like the other ones. You can, you know, split it open, dump it on food, mix it in water if you want to. The powder doesn't entirely dilute in the water, but it's okay. You can drink it a little bit chunky if that's your thing. This is a 60 count size, so that, you know, I recommend 2 a day, so it's about a month's supply. This doesn't come in any other, you know, sizing, but, you know, it's a really good deal with everything that you've got in there. Let's talk about some of the Allimed products. This is the physician strength, which, you know, back in the day, this was primarily for doctors and, you know, mostly for medical communities, people with licensing. And I just want to acknowledge that, you know, a consumer these days can buy this product. It's our most potent. It's a 450 milligram capsule. And we have this that comes in, you know, a 60 count bottle or a 100 count bottle. It's the same raw materials inside all of the strengths of the pills. It's just, you know, more packed into one pill, basically. These ones, in terms of sizing, are a little bit bigger than some of the, some cotton. These ones are a little bit bigger than the other ones. These are actually a 00 size. It's funny how the sizing, because it, like, you think it goes backwards. So this is, you know, the 0, and this is the 00. So you probably can't see on camera, but it is a tiny bit bigger and a tiny bit fatter. And you know, this one has 60 pills in it. So a lot of people who are dealing with chronic infections, they'll end up taking this one just because it's less pills per day, and they can, you know, get more milligrams per day by taking this with taking less, and then it ends up being, you know, more cost affordable depending on how much you're going to actually need. But then again, some people like to take it every day for maintenance and prevention, so it doesn't have to only be for, you know, serious conditions. When we did a study back in 2007 on Lyme disease, this is the product that patients took 6 pills a day of and had the, you know, 87% eradication of Lyme and over 90 of the co-infections. So that stuff was all really great. We also have Allimed capsules in this foil packet for 100 count. This is a very, you know, popular packaging in other parts of the world, so I've decided to introduce it here as well. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, but it's just a different packaging. It's the same price as the 100 count, and it's on the website for you. There's liquids that go along with this product as well, and we've got here a 1 ounce size bottle that has a dropper top to it, and this is just more potent than the other two. 8 drops is gonna be, you know, equivalent to the capsule. This has a little twisty that comes done, and as I had explained before, you know, a drop is basically 1 little drop. It's not, you know, the whole entire vial here. These products have like a couple year shelf life. The liquids usually say 2 years, 3 years on the bottom, depending on when you get it. I recommend if you're going to keep them for a long time, then you may want to keep them in the fridge. They'll just last a little bit longer. They may lose some potency over time, but there's some studies that, you know, the products will last 7 years, so it's definitely nothing to really be concerned about. The Allimed liquid comes in some bigger sizes. Here we have, this is a 2 ounce bottle, and this one just has a twist off top. It doesn't have, you know, the dropper. And then we also have, you know, here's the 8 ounce bottle that, you know, more depending on, you know, what you're using and how much you want to buy. And we do have a 4 ounce, but I guess I don't have one here. So it does come, but it is for sale on the website. I wanted to bring to everybody's attention with some of the liquids, and that's where the 8 ounce bottle is really handy. I mean, the 2 and the 4 as well. But everybody these days wants to, you know, juice and get everything that they need, you know, first thing in the morning, their greens, their veggies, you know, whatever it so may be. So this is perfect. You can put, you know, a half a teaspoon, basically half a tablespoon, however much you want, and you can mix it in with your juice regimen, you know, morning, noon, or night, whenever you have it. And then this will be, you know, another way to, you know, get your daily dose. We just recently launched this one in America. It is called Diable Life, and it was ideally, you know, formulated for people who have diabetes, and it's got 125 milligrams of allicin in it, and then, you know, about 4 to 5 other ingredients that make it, you know, a great blended product. It originally, you know, started out over in India. It is, you know, all natural. As I stated, it does have some of the allicin in it, so it is great for 1 a day. You do not have to be a diabetic patient to take this, but if you want, you know, more information about all the ingredients and uses for this, you could look at, you know, allimax.us and go to the Diable Life tab. This is a 30 count bottle, so it's basically 1 a day, and it's its only size, but thus far it's been doing really well, so we're happy with this. This product is called Heart Life, and it's an extension of the Allison products. It's got, this is a 60 count bottle, and it's got 180 milligrams of allicin in it, so it's comparable to the Allimax capsule. And then it's got 5 other ingredients in it: flaxseed, sesame seeds, cayenne pepper, and L-arginine. So it's, you know, basically for heart health is what it states. It's really good for lowering blood sugars and cholesterol, and basically helping of the heart. And we've had a lot of success with it. It just came to the US a couple of months ago. People have been really pleased with it, and more information about everything in it, or purchasing a bottle, you can look at allimax.us and go to the tab that says Heart Life, and you will find hopefully everything else you need. But we like this one for everyday maintenance. I've recently integrated a new product to the website. It's called Allergen, and this one is basically, it's allicin and ginger. You have 200 milligrams of the allicin and you have 100 milligrams of ginger, and it's just, you have 30 pills. It's one a day. I think it's just two very, high, powerful ingredients that are great for immune boosting and health. And ginger's been known for years, and it's great for upset stomach, digestion. So more information, check out the website for this one, but I think you'll love it. So throughout the years, people have asked me how allicin works with joint pains and arthritis, and honestly, we really don't know. That's not, our specific target market for that. So I went and researched a couple products that, I refer people to. They can use them as standalones or, in conjunction with the allicin. It certainly won't hurt, but they're these two. One of them is, this is Deer Velvet Antler, and it comes from New Zealand. This is, a 60 count bottle, and I know some people may think that they've heard about this on the news, and speculation of failing a drug test, but I think athletes were overusing something, and just this for everyday maintenance, there's no problems with taking this product. There's been fabulous results and stories and testimonials. It's just, if you have any joint mobility, I highly recommend this. Another product we have is called Cobrazole, and this one is a topical. It's really a different product. It's unique. It's homeopathic, and here's the bottle once you get this basically out of there. So you just you twist this off, and you can rub wherever you're needing, and you just then, I would say, you want to rub it in even more. But it's all natural ingredients. I've used it for many, many years after trade shows, or long standing on my feet, or even sitting in an office all day. Your back starts to hurt you, your neck starts to hurt you. I don't think that it has a smell to it, which is really great. It goes on clear. It doesn't leave any lingering effects, and you can really use this as many times a day as you want. So I think that trying one of these two other products might be some answers to your problems.